ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight? Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand. Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment. Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns, over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Springboard, but nobody home.
Foot in the corner now.
Oh, shoulder to the gut. Right to the gut. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
And Rollins capitalizes.
The top of the foot. Boom!
Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up. Swift clothesline out of nowhere. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Just using their foot as a weapon.
So ruthless. Taken head over heels. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on.
Oh, looking to end this.
The schoolboy.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
The challenger is going for it. No, he kicks out.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
He's able to reverse it.
Kick to the gut. Reverse it. DDT.
He manages to get to the ropes.
And that'll put an end to this submission.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. The Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Into the ring again now.
Overhand connects. This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Boom!
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Both absolutely drank.
Back and forth, blow for blow, just teeing off on another.
Looks like we know who won that exchange.
Oh, man. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay. Delivered into the barricade.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Heading for the top rope, looking for something big from the top.
Elbow drop, good Lord.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
Cover to be crowned champion. He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
How did he do that? Rollins. There's the forearm to the back of the neck. Uh-oh. Let's go. Here comes the stop. RKO instead.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is the tightest I've ever seen Roman squeeze this submission. He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does.
Oh, that didn't go as Seth designed.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof.
And a stomp to the gut. Boom. Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the demons of Seth Rollins.
Raise.
The guillotine cinched in. This one could be over.
Attacking the most vulnerable part of the body.
So much damage can be done when... Got to find a way out of the guillotine. They're not going to last long. Why would bridge it out?
Incredible.
Placed him in the corner here. Ooh, 1 step ahead there.
Oh, my God. Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting.
Versatility from Rollins.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle. For years, these
Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
What a spear by Reigns!
Did the champ just close this out?
Roman cannot be stopped here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Headed out of the ring, but the count. Spear by Reigns.
Perfect execution by the champion. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and game. Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the win. Guillotine applied. Perfectly executed submission hold. Locked in deep.
Will we see a tap out?
He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does.
Boom! Brought down with the
Shoulders down. Championship on the line.
Great, the ref caught that attempt to cheat there.
That wasn't cheating. I think there was some kind of misunderstanding.
Sent right into the corner.
Superman punch by the Tribal Chief. And a spear. Will the champ make that pay off?
Here's the pin.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now...
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
It's on me.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack.
The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
From Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go. It is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
Most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle a new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Into the neck breaker. Beautiful. Ooh.
Then it's Jey Uso.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here. Able to slip out of that one.
Unbelievable athleticism.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon.
Oh no, he is in a bad way.
They got busted wide open by that attack.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he is the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another. Schoolboy, no, rolls through. Super kick!
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Timer's almost up. This next entrant gives their team the advantage inside the cage. What an interception.
There's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in War Games.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron. Looks like they're bringing...
Jey nailed all of it.
Old Bloodline, new...
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Boom! 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own in
top rope. Uso splash. Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa? Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage. Ooh.
midsection. Boom, what impact. Oh! He can't be far from the finish line now.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his face.
Oh, my! Got flipped upside down there.
Ooh, stinging kick. He might be getting up, but it doesn't look like it will be for...
Watch out! Axe handle from the middle rope.
Jacob Fatu is able to dodge that.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on. And looking at Jey Uso.
Will Jey take advantage?
The arm absorbing the damage.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his Bloodline. Taking flight.
Boom! A forearm smash.
You might break a neck that way. Ooh. Man.
Being carried around now. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earn him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
And there was some force on that move. Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
Blow in the face! Is this necessary?
And each of these legal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll. The WWE faithful communicating in no uncertain terms. It is electric in here.
We are witnessing a malicious string of...
That was vicious.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Up top rope.
Uso splash. Jimmy might have just finished things. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
And his head was once again the target. Time for him to defend against that.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
Ooh, exploder in the corner. He's able to slip away from that.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
into an absolute war zone. Top rope.
Now looking at Jay.
Jay can seal it here.
Sami Zayn, the ultimate underdog, going for broke. Looking for the home run shot here. Continues with the focus of the offense.
That's a great way to slow down and debilitate your opponent.
And evades the attack.
And that was a rough landing from that toss. Elbow after. Barrage of elbows raining down.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
The next entrant incoming to even up the odds.
Jumping DDT.
Absolutely planned. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Looking out of the ring for reinforcements.
He might be the smartest man in the ring right now, ensuring himself a bit of an edge.
Looking for something under the apron before entering.
Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage, and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer. And a stop to the gap. Slam the door shut and brace for impact. War Games are now officially underway.
This is the moment it's all been building to. The ultimate test for these teams begins now. Super kick!
The head of the table sits
From Ray, this could be it.
Uso. Uso splash.
Will Jimmy seal this up? He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow. Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped. And that was a precisely Uso. And now Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy seal this up?
Look out.
Big forearm. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Sikoa keeping it all. Top rope. Treating him like trash. Adding insult to injury. Will Jay end this?
Looking for a belly back suplex. Back suplex into the neck breaker. It could be all over. His body is shot. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
Are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All-Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Mountain Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Islanders are known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
I expect to see expert-level tag teamwork from both the Profits and the Islanders, with supreme athleticism from all four competitors.
What this match could boil down to, guys, is which team picks up the first pinfall.
It's not going to take long for chaos to rule. The Profits and the Islanders are ready to see who is the best tag team on Earth.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
Their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, at a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
Well, the Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2 out of 3 falls match.
Truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heenan.
The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
2 out of 3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated because if you lose your cool, you lose your focus and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high. Fighting hard to stay in this match. Angelo Dawkins fears no man.
He counters with a great reversal.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
That has to take all the breath out of you. Ooh. Vicious right forearm.
He puts him into the corner. Clothesline in the corner.
Partner gets tagged in.
What grace. Float over to the...
Float over. Nice. DDT.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up. So you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single star.
From the top, elbows right. Producing a trampling. Tama with a devastating assault.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Big headbutt.
And just look at the damage to Montez Ford's face after that shot.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
He gets the tag, and here we go. Launching all the way to the outside. Big flying forearm.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. Oh, great wherewithal there.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
There's return fire on Tama.
Dawkins with a spear.
Tama was expecting that. Ooh, point of the elbow counters that. I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that... Up high! Big elbow drop.
Going up to the top now.
From the top!
Diving hammer strike. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Tag!
Flying.
And does not get it.
Uh-oh. Elbow drop. Haku able to reverse. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the tongue and death grip.
Oh, he saves his partner.
Preventing any chance of attack.
And the cover! He scores a fall early on. Oh, boom! He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
To the sky. Elbow connects.
This is not looking good for him.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate. To start go from the heavens. Big body splash from the top.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now. My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Shot to the face gets them out of that spot.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in.
Oh, here it comes. He's spiked. Sit out, pile driver.
Good grief. That's a chop that'll wake you up.
Big back body drop.
What elevation. On the top. Down.
Does he get it here? Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a match matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known, has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone? Or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
The following match is the 2K Showcase Tribal Gauntlet. The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your Tribal Chief. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead.
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds.
Climbing your way through the Bloodline? One of the biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible?
Well, it's highly improbable, but nothing's impossible in WWE. It requires incredible courage to take on the Bloodline. And there's no tougher challenge than taking on the entire Bloodline in a gauntlet match. Can't imagine what's going on inside this superstar's head.
Wow! How is this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
And representing the Islanders from the Pacific Islands, weighing in at 229 pounds,
And on the other side of this first hurdle, just one of the Bloodline's most savage and powerful members.
The Bloodline starting things off with a bang, looking to make short work of this challenger.
This is where it begins. The ultimate gauntlet challenge against the full might of the Bloodline.
Win or loss, this is an historic undertaking. It feels like it all has led up to this. A chance to place yourself at the head of the table. The proving ground is right here, right now.
It will be a gauntlet containing a member from every branch of the Bloodline family tree.
Shoulders down, going for the cover. And he breaks the count quickly.
Close call, but not enough yet.
And we know there was turmoil in the family coming into this match, so much so they decided a gauntlet match was the only way to set the narrative straight.
Let's call it what it is, Michael. The family wants to put this member in their place. Wants to bring them down a peg. To me, tonight reads more like punishment for having ambition. Tama looking evasive.
Forearm smash! Man.
Oh, what a chop!
That'll light you up. Going head to head, putting each other to the test.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Ooh. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Ooh. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Drop kick hits the mark.
And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on. Boom! Right between the eyes.
A gauntlet match is such a fitting stipulation for tonight, Corey. It's almost a tribal trial by fire of some sort.
It absolutely is, Michael. You don't get put into this match with any expectations of coming out the victor. The family has decided these rules because only those that can overcome such odds can be... This could do it!
Well, Tama got caught. He's been eliminated.
But we're still in the shallow end of this very deep gauntlet pool. And now it's Umaga entering the gauntlet.
Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you can survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenger.
I'm already intimidated. There it is!
Yes, rock bottom!
The Rock got all of it!
Two! He's still in this fight.
If a kick out like that isn't a wake-up call as to the kind of monster, the kind of beast that Umaga is, I don't know what is.
Guys, even The Rock can't believe it. He thought that was that. Now the Brahma Bull is left searching for answers. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, how a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
But one can even ask if this is a fight to fix a family.
Fired with a straight shot there. Answering back. Ooh. The fight is on, and it's furious.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Boom. Oh, man, the shots raining down, one after another.
And that'll end this exchange right there. Placed against the turnbuckles.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands. No escape from these punches.
Momentum is running away from Umaga.
And The Rock's opponent is looking like a jabroni.
And that was a first-hand example of a dirty attack.
He thinks he has it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
How in the world did he kick out?
Rock. Spine buster. Down hard. Shoulders down.
Umaga coming up short of this gauntlet match. He's eliminated.
Plenty of superstars waiting to take their turn. Lots of match left to go.
Jamal looking ready as ever for this gauntlet. Some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities.
Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver.
Punch across the cheek. Big clothesline.
Uh-oh. About to hit the rock bottom.
That can be Jamal's demise.
2. And so Jamal is through in this gauntlet match.
Here we go. This is how you do a gauntlet match. 1 down, more to go. Gauntlet time for Tonga Loa. Here we go.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE.
Here it comes.
Picture perfect from The Rock.
2. Oh, kick out at 2.
Had to dig deep to break that pin.
But can it be done again? How much is left after that?
That usually finishes most men. The Rock has to be frustrated, not getting the fall. Oh, Rock answers back. And Tonga Loa gets knocked off his game there.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from The Rock on that attack.
Caught him right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot. Sharp punch. Timed his defense perfectly. My goodness. Oh, the headbutt. Gets out of the way of that one. There it is! Rock bottom by the People's Champ. Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
There it is. Tonga Loa is out of this match.
Still early in this gauntlet match. We still have 5 more contestants on the list.
Watch out. Here comes Nia Jax. And this gauntlet just got very interesting. Like a brick wall running into you.
And a well-timed counter. He answers right back.
Rocked with the point of the elbow.
Getting put down by surprise.
Trampling the opposition.
Oh, my! Boom, what impact!
Rock. Spine buster. Down hard.
This could do it! And a kick out.
Very close. Fatigue clearly setting in. Boom!
The defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Oh, what a response.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut. Boom!
Boom, what a kick. Oof. Oh, man, straight punch. The Great One has become relentless.
Nia struggling, but still capable of a comeback.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
What a punch.
She gets around the attack.
Like a brick wall running into you.
The Rock with a great dodge. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Oh my goodness.
Cover. Strong kick out there.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet. Stop after stop after stop.
Oh, look out.
And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
A rare spot of trouble for Nia.
I think The Rock's opponent can smell it, guys.
Fine buster. Down hard. Shoulders down.
And she fights it off.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the match already ended most superstars.
The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts.
There it is!
Rock bottom. Rock got it. I think it's over.
2. That's it. It's over. Nia Jax taken out of this gauntlet match.
This is far from over. We got 4 more entrants ready to enter.
Now this is interesting. Jimmy Uso is next in the gauntlet. Big clothesline.
Ooh!
And a kick.
Oh, ouch! And just in time, he gets out of there. Look at this, just stop after stop after stop. The proverbial mud hole has been stomped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
Uh-oh. He has the answer for The Rock.
Jimmy managing to get some control back now.
But Jimmy has to push now while the window's open.
The Rock saw that one coming.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Here's the trademark intense offense of The Rock.
Jimmy here in a disheartening position.
And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes.
And The Rock reminding everyone that he's so much more than just catchphrases and charisma. DDT! Fight!
Hello. Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
He connects with a counter.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Back and forth. Neither one giving up any ground.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Who will break first? That is the question. Clothesline.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
Here it comes.
Terrible position for Jimmy.
2 count. So long to Jimmy Uso. He couldn't finish the gauntlet tonight.
Another elimination, but we've still got 3 entrants on deck. Oh, this gauntlet just got more interesting with Solo Sikoa entering the match.
Comeback has been able to survive.
Look, you should never underestimate the fire of a Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed.
And Sikoa on the receiving end again.
The Rock's opponent needs to know his role.
There it is, the People's Punch.
Fine buster! Down hard.
He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
Kick out.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Uh-oh. About to rock bottom. Picture perfect from The Rock.
2 count. Yes, Solo Sikoa has just been eliminated from this gauntlet match.
All right, here we go with our second to last entrant. And here's the next opponent. You know Roman Reigns comes to the gauntlet with a plan.
we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope. They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted. Members of the Bloodline may have expected things to be over by now, but somehow one of their own has proven to be defiant in the face of all challengers.
Good God! Didn't need to counter into anything pretty, just a clubbing blow.
Momentum completely in the corner of The Rock.
The Rock is not giving the Tribal Chief any room here, and it's working. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Ooh! Strong kick. My goodness. Big forearm. Good golly, Miss Molly.
No, nothing fancy here.
Tasting victory. Backed up. And The Rock kicks out, showing his determination there with that kick out.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped.
Delivering nasty stomps.
And if the first stomp doesn't send you the message, the follow-up one's definitely will.
Just grounding and pounding.
Playing possum. Shoulders down.
And he gets the shoulder up before two.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Now watch the precision with this strike.
Oh, connects on the kick. And a stop to the gut, too.
Destructive use of the knee.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Ooh. Oh, with authority.
Reigns is facing some serious trouble.
Roman's on the wrong side of this exchange. Ooh.
An elbow will break that up.
Swings for the clothesline instead.
Uranagi.
What resilience being shown from Reigns here tonight.
The Rock has cut some corners in the past, and he might be desperate enough to do it again after that kick out, guys.
Oh, ouch. Up fast. Buster. Down hard. Shoulders down.
That marks the end of the gauntlet for Roman Reigns.
It's been insane since the opening bell, but we're not done yet. We've got one more contest to go.
Now entering the gauntlet is Yokozuna, ready for action.
He throws his shoulder up before two. He ends the pin attempt for some reason.
Here it comes. The Rock has this wrapped up.
Just mounted with punches and not. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
One final adversary stands in the way. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
Finish the job on your fellow brethren, and there will be no question as to who sits at the head of the table.
The Rock, can you smell it?
Absolutely. The Rock is breaking his opponent down.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Clothesline in the corner.
Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut.
Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target here. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Already he's taken on some damage.
Electrifying offense from The Rock.
Sharp knee.
Yokozuna looking powerless to every attack.
But Yokozuna can't allow this burst to hinder it.
Up fast. Buster. Down hard.
We've seen this before. The Rock setting up.
There it is. The Rock got all of it. Tremendous power from Yokozuna on that kick out. The big man is clearly far from done.
The Rock is already unloaded with everything he's got, and it wasn't able to end this. You've got to wonder what else he needs to do.
I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight. This is unbelievable.
And The Rock piling on even more damage.
Yoko has to be sensing things slipping away.
Electrifying offense from the Brahma Bull.
The Rock reaching that other level.
The pin. It's all or nothing time.
And The Rock picks up the win.
The winner of this match and official, your Tribal Chief, the final boss,
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table.
You